What's up, everybody? Time for another game theory video, answering questions kind of thing. I'm going to talk more about this proximity normals and proximity throws, one button throws versus two button throws, right? Because some of the responses were that I know one guy said something along the lines of he doesn't like one button throws because it's a stupid way to. What did he exactly say there? Can I read that again? Instant one button throws are broken and stupid. They're just the dumbest way to stop people from being too defensive. A guard beater is way more fun. I don't see why. I don't see why you can't have both. Why can't you have a guard beater and one button throws? So what? And he mentions the having two button throws and whiff animations gives a great push pull risk reward system. Okay. Well, first of all, let's look at what we're talking about here a little bit. Let's look at an example though. I used Alpha 1, but let's use an example like Super Turbo here for a second. So we have an example of Ryu versus Ryu in the corner. Tick throw with a hard punch throw. Tick throw with a kick throw, right? Well, let's look at this. And this isn't for me to say that I think that this was done on purpose, okay? But this goes to show like the serendipitous nature, like Jurassic Park. Nature will find a way sometimes, right? So one of the things that happened in Super Turbo is they gave Ryu the Rush Fierce, right? Okay. So let's look at this. So say if I were to go for a tick throw with new Ryu in Super Turbo, well, guess what? If I'm trying to throw the guy in the corner, guess what? I do a Rush Fierce because it's a one button throw, right? Okay. And in a game like Super Turbo and Super, and I guess you could also say Championship and Turbo, whatever, Hurricane Kick as a reversal is a pretty reasonable tool to get out of, easy for me to say, a pretty reasonable tool to get out of tick throws, right? So boom, for certain characters, right? So basically you would think, oh crap. So I also have Rush Strong, right? Now I can't do that because that's not going to be a reversal Hurricane Kick, right? So you would think that would mean if I actually want to do a hard punch, I have to back throw the opponent out of the corner then to stop this option with Ryu. Or, right, or, let's look at this. Or I could do kick. So if I do stand roundhouse actually beats the Hurricane Kick, right? Or if I were to try to go tick throw with the forward stand medium kick, guess what? Boom. And then I can do walk under cross-ups. Whoa, timeout. That is one of the examples that I'm showing that is not possible if you don't have one button throws that also are combined with normals that I'm talking about. Moves that can have, multiple purposes, specific purposes that are character specific. And that's what I really want to drive home. Character specific nuances that in the grand scheme of the game, they come together to show interesting situations, right? So again, in that situation, if I was just old Ryu, I could just still hard punch throw if I wanted to. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter, right? Because I'd still throw him in the corner. In my hard punch, I'm doing an uppercut. But in this game, new Ryu specifically, guess what? I got a kick throw in the corner if I want to keep him in the corner. If I am respecting the reversal Hurricane Kick to get out of this, right? Because if I do a hard punch throw, I'm going to have to throw him backwards. That is a layer of complexity that is not possible in new games, right? Just like I was given those examples with Guy, right? And the Hurricane Kick, one of the most overblown moves. It's supposedly so broken in Alpha 1. And that's not to say that everything was specifically programmed like that, I think, in Alpha 1, right? But you can see that having these powerful tools, right? Nature finds a way. Jurassic Park. The frog is a female with another female, and they gave babies. That's the story of Jurassic Park, I think, right? Is that how it worked? I forget. Don't quote me on that. So let's look at this here for a second. Where are we right here? Window capture. What happened to the paint? Oh, this is the production quality on FGC on NBC. I lost my window. Where did my window go? Is the window back? Is the window? Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, there we go. We're back, right? can I see anything? I can't. My screen is fucked up. This is the production value. This is, you can only get this quality on the FGC on EMPC. So, like I said before, if we're comparing the two, I can respect, right? What do you have when you have 2 button throws, right? You have that sort of option select of duck little kick, you know what I mean? That you get in certain games. I can get out of a throw by doing a duck little kick. I can also tech the throw, right? Option select. I agree that's kind of fun, right? I agree there's kind of like car cancel stuff. Like, oh, some characters have car cancel stuff with throws like that. I agree it can be kind of fun, but you want to know what I think that I would argue for the argument for car throws are fun, whatever. I would argue that I think having special moves, when you have a character that is a throw character, let's say, right? And their special move is, of course, a command. And then if you're to think from the perspective of you can only car cancel throw within the throw character if they have a move that moves them forward. Again, an example, I guess, might be in Alpha 1, again, say Birdie and his stand roundhouse, right? He moves forward, right? And you can car cancel like that. I think that goes with the idea of making characters feel more special. And that's not to say that every character can car cancel in every game. And of course, there are certain characters have better car cancels when you have those kind of throws. But I still think, you know, I'm going to say from my standpoint that you can still have car cancels with 1 button, but it's specifically special for the throw character, which makes it more special for them, more unique, right? And something that, again, and the main thing though is, you know, and I just got to fucking drive it home, right? And I know that guy said something about, you know, it's a good risk reward pull, whatever. The thing is, when I'm showing these examples here, dude, these are specific character. They are unique. No character, quotation marks. No character can be the same. Every character has different things. Not every character has Ryu's stand medium kick as a throw and as an option to beat a move like a guy hurricane kick, right? Not every character, we used an example like Super Turbo, Ryu has rush fierce. Oh, well now Ryu now has another layer for the specific Ryu versus Ryu matchup that doesn't exist for any other character, right? So, I mean, again, you can like give me different examples of like, okay, well, I kind of like that because of 2 button this. I kind of like this because of the risk reward, the pull of this, whatever. I kind of like the car cancel of this, but guess what? It will never take away. Oh, Bob, you're drawing a PP again. It will never. Oh, Bob, it's a red PP. It will never. It's a red PP, Bob, really? It's a red PP. It will. No, it's a bone. I'm giving you. It's a bone. A bone can still be a PP, Bob. I know that joke. Give me a bone. Wait, that sounded gay. Don't give me a bone. Okay, but I mean, again, I gotta make stupid jokes because these topics, they seem so obvious to me. It gets kind of boring, to be honest. So I have to amuse myself. But again, no matter, you could put many, let's say, subjective check marks, right, towards why 2 button throws are better. You could do many subjective check marks. And I could do some subjective check marks to 1 button throws, but guess what? Objectively speaking, guess what? When you have 1 button throws that are proximity, all this kind of stuff, and they can encompass, because remember, back in Street Fighter 2, when we're talking about the old days, when not every character was homogenized to have the same normals. This is my normal for this situation. This is my normal for this situation. This is my normal for this situation. All different shades of gray. Every character has different sorts of normals, right? Not every character can option select guy like that. You know, some characters are specific. There is no homogenization when you do this, and automatically you will have interesting interactions that are not possible in a game that has 2 button throws. And that is why 1 button throws are better. Because this is a objective thingy jiggy. It's objectively not a penis. I don't know what I'm trying right now. It's not a penis. That's all I'm saying. It's got a six-pack, Bob. Your penis has a six-pack. Yes, it does. It's got a... Jeez, Bob, just stop while you're ahead. Just stop. Okay. Okay. I should have put the Pikachus. We didn't put the Pikachus because the fucking picture got fucked up, I guess, but whatever. So anyway, like I said, objectively speaking, one button throws. There's no homogenization with it. It's not homogenized. Two button stuff, it's more homogeneous. I know there's going to be some characters that have car cancels with throws, you know, all that kind of stuff. But guess what? If it's only the special moves, doesn't that still sort of shine the light on the throw character more? This is my special move. This is my special move, right? Oh, hey, we all got car cancels, although, well, to a degree. But, you know, this character's better. And I agree that's a little bit individualized. But again, you don't have these two combining factors, you know? And that's something that, again, I've said before, the balance and the chaos, dude. When you have super powerful tools, look, again, and I use the move like Guy as an example, as Hurricane Kick, because people are butthurt about the move all the time. And it's a very complained about move, right? But it's a move that when you look at video games from an older standpoint, especially, when just very powerful tools, everybody, very powerful normals, you find a way. When you keep downgrading everything, when you keep homogenizing stuff, of course you're not going to have these interesting interactions, right? I think there was something else I wanted to talk about with throws, but I got confused when I was trying to click on it. Why isn't this opening? What was that other thing I wanted to say? This is the quality control that you can only get here on this YouTube. What was that other thing? I don't know. They're just better. And again, I say that I can appreciate two button throws. I don't totally hate them. But you know what? You don't get these interesting interactions. You don't get examples like this Ryu example that I showed in Super Turbo. They don't exist. They don't exist. And of course, nowadays, you know, throw ranges are pretty homogenized. They're definitely not as drastically different as a game like, you know, Super Turbo or, you know, God forbid. I think Street Fighter 2. Oh my God. I feel like Street Fighter 2, like Dawson could do like, he could do like almost like a duck medium punch or something. Dawson could throw you Dawson basically throws like a spinning pile driver. Nowadays, what you think is a spinning pile driver, I feel like, you know, Street Fighter 2 Dawson, I'm just thinking that throw ranges, you know, but there's nothing as drastic as that as, you know, nowadays. But yeah. Anyway, remember if you like the videos, like, subscribe, comment, share, support the channel if you want. Appreciate it. Thanks. To the end. What is going on? I can't even turn the thing off. My thing is just not working.